I hope you enjoyed last week's episode on the need for a strong foundation. If you missed it, please go back and listen to episode 61. For the next 3 episodes, I am going to talk about leadership and what I believe makes a person a leader. You may wonder what qualifies me to talk about what works in leadership. Well, here is some of my background. Though I currently homeschool my 3 children, I have 2 master's degrees. One is in Student Personnel Administration from Buffalo State University, and the other is in Christian Leadership from Liberty University. I have served in multiple leadership positions, including director of a high school dropout prevention program and as a church administrator. I've also worked directly under multiple senior leaders in education, private sector, and a religious organization, and I've learned much from those experiences. So I know what effective leadership looks like, and I want to share with you my observations, my experience, and my perspective. So I'm going to start with the baseline definition. Leadership is the action of leading a group of people or an organization. What I want to talk about today is what it takes to effectively lead those people or that organization. You know, in this age of social media, everybody has access to a metaphorical microphone and an online platform, but that does not necessarily make them a leader. Leadership is a function, not just a title. As a matter of fact, many people are leaders who don't have titles. If you only seek the title, I dare say you are likely perfecting your image, ego-tripping, or showboating, because a title role rarely extends past yourself in terms of achievement or impact. Leadership is more about the mission and less about the title or position. Leaders who are effective use their title or position to accomplish the cause or the mission. You know, the list is vast and long that qualifies someone to be a leader, but I do believe that there are 6 must-haves for every leader. Today, I'm going to talk about the first 2 qualifiers on my list of 6. And my first one is followers. That seems obvious, right? Well, many leaders today are islands unto themselves, and they're not connected to anything or anyone, yet they call themselves leaders. Just like a teacher has to have students, a leader by definition has to have followers. You may have leadership qualities or potential, but you're not a leader if your potential is not being realized and if you aren't leading anybody. In this case, you're only a potential leader. You can't self-proclaim leadership. You are not a leader just because you think you are. Other people have to also think you are a leader, or they will not follow you. You know, many years ago, Oprah Winfrey took a question from an audience member on her show who told Oprah how qualified she was to do a particular thing. And the lady wanted to know if she should pursue this path due to her perception of how good she was. I'll never forget Oprah's response. Oprah asked her if other people felt she was good at the same thing the woman perceived herself as being good at. That is what Oprah told her would ultimately make her successful. You know, there's a scripture that says, let someone else praise you, not your own mouth, a stranger and not your own lips. And Walter Payton is quoted as saying, when you're good at something, you'll tell everyone. When you're great at something, they'll tell you. So leadership awareness should be both internal and external. Okay, my second leadership qualifier is influence. You have to have positive influence over those following you so they will not only listen to you, so you can also lead them in a given direction or towards a goal. Because leadership, again, is not about the title or role, but about the goal. The purpose of followers and influence is to get the job done. You know, I've sat in what seems like a million meetings over the years. And what I've often done in those meetings is I've looked around the room to see who the leaders were, whether they had a leadership title or not. I was looking for who moved the crowd to action, who inspired the group, who everyone stopped what they were doing to listen to. In my opinion and experience, that person is your leader. In any given room, there may be many people like the person I just described, but there is usually at least one or two, always. The leader may be the person at the front of the room or who is running the meeting, but it also may be a staff member sitting right next to you who offers his or her opinion, and everybody stands at attention when they talk and is inspired by what they bring to the table. Again, you are not a leader because you have a title. You are a leader because you have followers and influence. And you don't abuse the influence you have by being dictatorial, by flaunting your ego or commanding attention, but rather you use it to reach a goal and to develop a team of people to take on a journey with you, to trust you and to trust your vision. That is all I have for today. Next week, I'll be back to talk about 2 more must-haves for leadership. I hope you'll join me in that discussion. I would also love to hear what factors or qualities you think are necessary for leadership. Please comment on any of the platforms you are listening from. Message me via the Try Again with Monique Facebook page or leave a voice message at speakpipe.com/tryagain. That's speakpipe.com/tryagain. Bye for now.